The following show is a paid program.
The Cam Hill Show. If you'd like to advertise your business or become a sponsor, contact the Cam Hill Show at gmail.com.
How you doing today? We have in the building Miss Sherrika Hunt. She is host of the Author's Lounge, and she's also an author of Smiling Through My Tears. Hey, friend, how you doing?
I'm great.
Let me just tell you, family, what has happened, though. Sherrika Hunt she's been with me the whole way. I had a radio show before my TV show, and she was my fifth, really, guest at that time, and it's been a year and a half.
It's been
now.
a year and a half.
Wow.
What a roller coaster.
Yes, what a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, but we're here.
We're here.
We're
Never
here.
even
on the Cam Hill Show. Look at you.
I appreciate it. Never thinking of TV.
Yeah.
At the time, didn't even think radio. We were just trying to just work through it.
No, but God knew.
He knew.
He knew.
But God.
Yeah, he knew. He knew the plan. He knew the whole time. We didn't know, but he knew. The whole time we were doing the radio show, God knew this.
He did.
So, yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Because at the time when you came on the show, you were talking about Smiling Through My Tears.
Right.
Yeah, which is your book.
My book, right.
And you just giving me the testimony.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Let's tell them.
Yeah, the journey.
Wow.
That book has brought me where I am now with the Author's Lounge.
Right.
Actually, that is why I'm doing the Author's Lounge, because now it's helping me help other people tell their story. Right. And my amazing stories that's coming, through the airways and through their testimonies, and I feel like everybody has a story.
Yes.
And we just need to share that. I mean, the story behind the story.
Right.
Not just, we have the book, but I want you to meet the author.
Right.
Why did they write the book? What was the purpose? How did they feel when they wrote the book? Right. What are they going, those things. So that's why it's called the Author's Lounge, because it's like bigger than the book.
Right.
It's more personal. You get to meet them and know them. And so when I wrote my book, when you had me on the show, that's allowing me to share me.
Right.
And so that just gave me that feeling. I'm like, that's something. The more I did interviews, the more I, talked about and shared my story, I said, you know what? We need more of that. Right. We need more of that, more, not just to market the book, but to hear the story from the author.
Right. And why they wrote it. Right.
Yeah.
Where were they at that time?
Where were they at? What's going on? Because that's what the people need to hear. And then they're going to want to pick it up. Right. Then they're going to want to buy it. Then they're going to want to know more, because if you just tell them, okay, just buy my book. Here's my book. This is the title.
Right. Absolutely.
They may not pick it up.
Right.
But if you interview me and you talk to me and you get to know who I am.
Right.
It's more personal.
It is.
And then I'm like, oh, wow. Now I really want to know.
Right.
Now I really understand why she wrote this book.
Absolutely.
What she was feeling, what was going on, and I can relate. She's just like me.
Absolutely.
She went through this loss. I lost my mother, I lost my father, and I lost, my brother, my grandmother. And I had to share that.
Right.
I had to put that somewhere. I had to put that pain somewhere. And I decided to write this book. had no clue
right.
that it would do all of this,
Wow.
and it would change my life and change other people's lives.
Right.
And now that's just been my goal.
Absolutely.
To heal other people and I as they heal.
Right.
So yeah, that's just my goal now.
I tell you something.
That's
a lot
the
of people
goal
don't.
now.
At the time when Sherrika came, she was telling me about the testimony. And shout out to Rosemary Tucker.
Yes.
Shout out to our girl, Blessie's
Yes,
Boutique.
Blessie's
of
Boutique.
Cyprus.
That's the connection. That's the
right.
connection with me and you.
Yeah, that's the connection.
She introduced us at the Go DJ Awards.
Right.
And it's been like this,
All
the journey.
time. The journey.
Right. Different events. I mean, cancer awareness, Alzheimer's. I mean, helping other people. That's been what we've been doing.
Exactly.
Right.
And what Sherrika would always do, if she was going to go to something, she and Adam, she would always say, call me or text me, hey, this is where we're going. Because the main thing for all of us, what we were actually doing was marketing.
Marketing, right.
We were marketing. We were marketing. I was marketing the
Branding.
show.
Exactly.
I was branding the show. She was marketing her book and branding it.
Right.
And we
was introducing each other to this person.
Yes.
We were networking. We were that's how we grew.
Yeah.
That's what we started. And
Absolutely.
and that's what we need to do more of.
Right.
So that's the key. So now we're on the Cam Here show.
There you go. But when she came to me and she first said and told about her story of sickle cell,
Yeah.
a lot of us as African Americans, we still don't know what it is.
Right. Oh no. Yeah. They don't understand it, you know, and like we didn't know, you know, like I told you my story, my parents, we didn't know. They just thought I was sick and we had anemia, and the doctors, they would test, they wouldn't test for sickle cell.
Right.
That's the thing. You don't go in and they don't automatically test you for sickle cell.
Right.
Well, back then they did.
Right.
Well, now they're doing more of that because it's coming out more and more studies and more awareness. Still not as much as they need to, but it's more than, you know, back when I was, you know, in the 90s or in the 70s. So I didn't find out probably until 91 that's what it was.
Right.
You know, they just, you know, you had low blood, but I was having crisis all along and didn't know it.
Right. You were in the hospital on a constant basis.
Oh yeah.
Constant basis.
Constant.
And
yeah, I spent half my senior year in the hospital. Yeah, and they let me out to graduate. I did, you know, March, but I was in the hospital the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the reason I love your story, the point of it, your testimony is that you were in the hospital and had gone to hospice.
Right. Hospice. They had gave up.
They had given up on you.
Yeah.
Hospice.
I was in there too long. And then, you know,
yes.
Your money run out.
Right. Insurance.
Insurance run out and nothing else for me to do.
Right.
They feel like, okay, you can only have so much pain medicine.
Yes.
There's no cure for sickle cell. So they're like, okay.
And you're on the strongest pain medicine.
I'm on morphine, Demerol. I have the drip. I'm mashing the button, you know, every hour.
Right. At this point.
So what quality of life is that? So at this point, let's just transfer her to hospice.
Now.
Yeah.
Hospital family.
Yeah.
To hospice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where she was at that time, and your dad had a dream.
My dad had a dream, and he came. I called him. They moved me in the middle of the night.
Wow.
So no one knew
that you were being moved.
That I was being transferred. They moved me in the middle of the night. So no one knew. My family didn't. My dad had a dream. I came. I called them, and this nurse appeared out of nowhere and was like, you need to call your parents.
Wow.
Because people come here to die. And I was like, and the smell of death.
Yes.
I can't even explain it. I mean, it was so eerie. It just, you know, I can't even explain the place that was in. And had I gave up, had my family gave up, I wouldn't be here today.
Right.
Yeah.
So after your dad had that dream.
They showed up. They came.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, my dad from Fifth Ward don't play with Charlie Hunt's daughter.
It is.
I had the IV in my arm. They wouldn't release me because they was like, well, there's nothing we could do, and they didn't want to be responsible if something happened. So he took me out of the hospital with the IV in my arm.
Picked you up.
Picked me up and took me out of hospice. Yes. Took me home. And went home. Yes. And, my family is a praying family.
Yes.
Yeah, we faith-based family. My dad was a deacon. My mother was a teacher of, so many years. And we prayed and prayed. And God told me, now I love God. Everybody that knows me, but God told me, until you believe.
Ooh.
Now I know there's a lot of Christians out there, but I know we depend on our prayer warriors and all these other people, but God said, until you believe, then it won't happen.
Right.
So I had to have faith enough to believe that God could actually heal me. And he healed my body, and I don't have sickle cell. Ooh. So in saying that, I went to the hospital, got retested, and there's no sign of sickle cell anemia in me. I mean, people like, well, that's not true. That can't happen. Right. I've had so many, I showed them test results. People want to see proof. Let me see the nails in your hand.
Right.
They want the proof.
Right.
And you give them, and they were like, well, that just had to be a mistake. And I've dealt with this all my life.
Yes. Crisis
after crisis. This has been a proven fact.
Yes.
And I don't have it. I haven't had a crisis. I haven't,
Since that
day. And I cannot sit here and not share that story. Exactly. I can't sit here and not tell my testimony. I can't tell you what God didn't do for me, Yeah. I can't. And so I know it's for a purpose. I know that my life is for a purpose, and I know now what the purpose is.
Right.
I didn't back then.
Right.
So, but I know it's so much bigger than him just healing little old me.
Right.
I was nobody. Mm-hmm. But now I can't just do anything. Mm-hmm. I can't just sit back and just be like, oh, he healed me and I'm good. Mm-hmm. No, I have to go and tell everybody.
Yes.
And not just tell, I got to help people.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Right. I have to serve. Yeah. I have to minister. I have to, do all the things that's right that I need to do, because that's just my purpose. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have a choice. Yeah.
And from that point on, that day, family, let me tell you, the day she told me that, she came on my show. She had gone all different shows, Deborah Duncan, everybody you can think of. And not only that, festivals. Oh my God. Yeah. She did, you've done festivals for Alzheimer's because of your mom, dedication.
Yes.
Just all type of things, but giving back.
Giving back. And that's the key. And it's not, people want to say, well, you should just be in the church and you should be a evangelist and you should be, no, I should just be Sherrika.
Right. Right.
That's the joy of it that I love, that I get to be me.
Yes.
Just me. I don't have to be, this person who you want. I don't have to, dress a certain way, wear pants, don't wear makeup.
Right.
I don't have to do that. He's requiring me to be me, and he can use me like this.
Right.
That's beautiful.
It is. You're very relatable. Yeah. More people can sit and talk to you.
And I could just tell my truth. Right. I could be transparent. I can be honest. I could talk about, sickle cell. I can talk about my mom having dementia and Alzheimer's and what that looked like. I can talk about death and loss. I can talk about divorce. I can talk about being a single parent. I can talk about all these things that I went through in my 48 years and help somebody.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
Why wouldn't I do that?
Right.
If it's going to help somebody, heal somebody, make somebody better, I can talk about suicide. I can talk about not committing suicide, me being in that space, depressed, lost, not wanting to be here anymore, but believing in God and Him saying that I got you.
Right.
Don't do it.
Right.
I love you. You can make it.
Yeah.
I gotta tell my story.
Absolutely.
I gotta keep smiling through my tears.
Right.
I gotta smile. I gotta take pictures. Oh, she take a lot of pictures. I'm showing you the smile through my tears.
Right. Right.
I'm showing you that you can do it. You can make it. Like through all of those things that I went through. I didn't just make that up.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Like this was my life. I lost my father. I lost my mother. I lost my brother 4 months after that. This just happened like 3 years ago.
Right. Right.
That's real.
Yeah. Now, mind you, your dad got you out of hospice.
Yeah. That was my everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
I lost him, and
yes,
that I thought my whole world was just gonna just collapse.
Right.
I didn't understand. He was the only man that I knew had my back.
Right.
That loved me unconditionally. That
when you called, he was gonna come.
Wasn't doing no plan. That was. I'm telling you. This man loved me so much. I was so spoiled. I'm telling you.
And you have a sister.
I have a sister.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm the baby, so I was just spoiled rotten. My brothers, the whole family spoiled me. Period. Right. But he was just my rock, and I depended on him. So when I lost him, I was so devastated. Right. So that's when I wanted to just die. Right. So you figure, okay, he healed you from sickle cell, then you try to kill yourself. That makes no sense. But I wasn't thinking. Right. When you're depressed and when you're going through things like that, you're not thinking about that. Right. You're just lost. Right. Right. You're just depressed. You're lost. You don't feel anything. And I didn't want to feel hurt. I didn't want to feel anything. Right. I didn't want to see life without him. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just didn't understand how I was going to go on without him. Right. But I did, and I'm here, and I'm doing it because now I figured it out. I figured out that he lived his life. Yeah. He gave me everything that he could. And I have that inside of me. And every day that I help somebody else, I'm like, he gave me that. Right. He taught me that. He showed me how to do that. He taught me how to be a good person. He gave back to the community. He loved his neighbors. He loved his church. All of those things that I'm doing, he gave me that. Right. Right. So I'm like honoring him. So you go from loving your parents and doing that while they're alive to now it's honor. Right. Every day is honor. So that's what I'm doing. Absolutely. So I love. I'm sorry, I just took over your show. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. We're talking about it. We're talking about it because this is what smiling. It is through my tears. That's what it's about. And the reason I wanted you to come on today is because COVID-19 has slapped. Oh my God, the world. Yes. And so many times I hear people, or I see it on Facebook all the time, grief. Somebody goes into the hospital. At first they're coughing. Right. They're going, or they have a fever or something. They go into the hospital. All the symptoms. And they're not to be, the family can't go. Right. Yeah. Nobody can go with them. Right. They've gone into the hospital and many don't come out. They don't come out. Yeah. And then they pass away. You still can't go. You barely can go to the funeral home. And you got to have 20 people at the funeral. Right. It's so sad. Yeah. I think about, I was like, oh my God, what would I do in that situation now? So since COVID, I've lost family members. I've lost cousins from COVID that I couldn't go to the funeral. It's just been so devastating. So what I've decided to do, not only did I do the book, I felt that it wasn't enough. I decided to do grief counseling. So now I'm in school. And we're going to be right back. Okay. We want to hear about the grief counseling with her, and we want to hear everything else Sherrika Hunt is doing. You don't want to miss this. Come back.
We'll We'll be right back to the
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Because
Yeah.
you've got a lot, man.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote
by mail-in ballot.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote early.
I am a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person. In this coming election, voters aged 50 plus
will make all the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference. Will make the difference.
Will make the difference in elections across the state.
So make a plan now.
So you can vote however you choose.
It doesn't matter
where you vote,
how you vote, or who you vote for.
What matters.
What matters.
What matters.
What matters is that you have a plan to vote.
For more information,
head to
aarp.org/tx.
Vote.
Vote. Vote.
đi bầu cử.
और वोट करना मत भूलिएगा.
Vote.
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 唔該去投票.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
If you helped a friend get a job, and once they were hired, they ignored you, what would you think of them? For a quarter of a century, Congressional District 18 has voted for Sheila Jackson Lee. And what do we have to show for it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 13 times, she's got to go. I'm Wendell Champion, and I need your vote. Visit me at champion2020.com. I'm Wendell Champion, and I approve this message.
Hello again, Stafford. We are extremely proud of the diverse community we have in Stafford.
We need you to get out and vote for Cecil Willis.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back with Sherrika Hunt. We were sitting here, we were talking about the grief counseling. Tell us about it.
Yes, so like I was saying, I just decided to add to being an author and talking about grief and loss that I would learn more. I wanted to learn more,
right? Not
just from my experience, that I just wanted to be educated more. Mm-hmm. So you know better, you do better.
Yes.
So what I decided to do was go to grief counseling school. Mm-hmm. So now I'm in the process of doing grief counseling school. So I'm excited about that. Learning more, you know, it's different, you know, it's not, you know, just religious based.
Right.
You know, it's kind of medical based, and just learning more about our minds and how we react to certain things, and depression and loss, and just it's been interesting and helpful, because I know I can help people.
Right.
You know, so not only I can share my story, then I can actually be educated on how to help them effectively too. So
especially now with COVID.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were just talking about that.
Yeah, people
because at this point, people are dying.
Right, and in schools.
Yes.
So if I'm a grief counselor, I can go to schools.
Right.
Right, and help them, how to handle this.
Right.
It's not just if someone passed away, like, just the loss of everything, the loss of your friends, the loss of your job, just losing period.
Right.
We don't know how to deal with that.
We don't.
We have lost so much since March.
Yes.
Access to so much. We can't go anywhere.
Right.
I mean, it's so much restriction. It's just insane. It's like you're shut off from the world.
Right.
So what do you do with that mentally? What do you do
Right.
with that time? How do you handle that? And so that's what I've been trying to do. What are you doing with that time and that
Right.
space and that extra time that we have? Like, we're losing our mind. You can only watch so much TV, and it's so depressing. You're seeing the stats, you're seeing the news. It just gets overwhelming. So now we have to find other positive things to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially children. Children
yeah.
are now doing online, so they're still at home. Many of them, they're not,
Yeah.
poor parents, but me being one.
Me being one of a 17-year-old. It's his last year. So I'm like, now what we're doing, focusing on college. We not even worried about this year. What my strategy is, we're going to focus on college. I mean, he has a 4.2 anyway.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, we're focusing on college, and we're just going to worry about that.
Right.
So, I mean, we're doing the virtual. The school is doing the best that they can, with what they have to
Right.
work with. So I'm not knocking the school that wasn't prepared. I get it. We're not prepared. So the best I can do is try to focus on something else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Focus on something else. I mean, do the best that he can do. And I don't try to put as much pressure on him. It's his senior year. There's no homecoming. There's no
that.
prom.
None.
The graduation is outside now. So no on the Cam Hill show and market my book. I mean, it's things that you can do.
Right.
It's ways that you can do it on a budget. And that's what I try to tell them now during this time. Of course, I'm not going to give them this big budget pack, this package. Of course, I'm going to tell them, okay, well, if you want to just do this, and that, let's just start here.
Right.
So that's what I do. I try to meet them where they are as far as the budget. And then we go from there, but never stop. Don't stop. Never marketing yourself. If you just take a selfie and post it and put it on the thing and say, this is me, go buy my, here go my white cup.
Yes.
Do that. But never stop. Never stop,
And that's what I love about you nuggets all the time. You always help people over a period, every time I talk to you, you're helping people. You're trying to give them the information. Many times that they are waiting for the number, and you've given them the information. The amount. You've already given them the information.
Right.
And they're still waiting like,
I'm saying, okay, call this person. And I'm always connecting, trying to connect people with certain people, just like you. Just like as soon as I walk, you do the same thing. As soon as I walk in, we say a name, you give me a name, and I need that person on the show.
Right.
You do the same thing.
Right.
We do that for each other.
Right.
And that's what it's about.
It is.
We all say it all the time. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I say we're better together.
Yeah.
I mean, why not help each other? What is it hurting for us to help each other?
That's what I don't understand.
I don't understand. Why do you hate? What are you mad about? If I'm here, then come on.
Right. Right.
I'm going to help you get here.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I don't want to just be here by myself. Yeah. I want us all to win. It's so much room. It's so much room to win. And that's the key. Like, let's help each other. Let's network. Let's connect. Let's be great together.
Right.
Like, it's okay. Like, we can all eat. So, yeah, that's just who I am. That's what I'm about. I just try to help. I love Mika Diamond. Shout out to Mika Diamond.
Shout out to Mika.
I love her. I love her spirit.
Yes.
I love her brand.
Yes.
I just love everything about Mika. Yeah. I do. She is somebody that I look up to.
Wow.
I mean, she don't know it, but
shout out to there. You know,
but now she know it. But I do. I look up to her so much because she inspires me every day.
Absolutely.
Because I see her not stopping.
There you go.
I see you not stopping.
Yeah, we're out there.
Yeah,
we're out there. We're posting all the time. Anything. Don't hold me to the post now.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, and just think. You think every day somebody want to post, or you might having a bad day.
Yeah. But you know what? Coming from friends like you. Shout out to Adam Ross. Shout out to you, buddy. And her fiance. Yeah. So one day we went to Phil and Derek's. And I remember this is for lunch.
Oh, okay.
We're doing for lunch. And he said, he sat down with me. He gave me
information.
Yeah. Information we give each other, all of us, is just so dynamic.
Right. Yeah.
And it comes with friendship.
Right.
It's not for anything else but that.
Right. And
that's
it's
it.
Not, right. It's no.
That was the price, the friendship.
Malicious is nothing intended. It's just like
we share each other's stuff all the time. Share.
Right. What's so hard about that?
That's crazy to me.
Don't tag me. Don't do this. Oh my God. Yeah. Get a life. Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
But more of us doing that, more of us uplifting each other, more of us showing each other how it's done.
That's how it's done.
That's how we're going to get it done. That's how we're going to get it done.
We're going to get it done.
That's how we're going to get it done.
I believe it. I believe the more people like us, the people, see this show.
Right.
Listen. We're going to do it.
Right.
Because we're going to keep telling them to do it. I don't think we need to stop telling our truth, being honest, being transparent, and saying, hey, that's not right. Let's not do that. Let's help each other.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my sister. That's my brother. Man, you did a good job.
And what I love about her all the time, we'll do watch parties. I'll be on her and I just click watch party.
Watch party and
share
and comment. Even if I see it late, if I can't see it at that time, I go back and watch. I'm like, oh my God, that was good.
Exactly.
Or I try to, of course we can't do it all.
Right.
But as much as we can, we just try to support each other. And that's what it's about. If we can just support each other, man, that would be amazing.
Just support each other.
We all have something each other needs.
Yes. And the gifts that we have, the gifts that God has given each of us is our gift.
That's our gift.
That's our gift.
Right.
You know how somebody say, he gonna take my gift. He can't take your gift.
Right.
That's your gift.
But she do PR. She has a show. Okay.
Good. That's it. But the same platform that you have.
Same thing. Yeah.
It's
not gonna take away.
That's it.
It's gonna
add.
Right.
Yeah, you enhance each other.
Don't we add to this? Don't I add to this? You add to me.
Yeah.
That's what it. Yeah.
Because I so love yours because the Author's Lounge. You put such a spotlight.
Adam,
on
I have
authors.
to shout out to Adam. He created because of the pandemic. Most people don't know he created that look or that vibe, because I was like, what are we gonna do?
Right.
We had the office, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to, transparent moment, I have to close down the office. What are we gonna do? And so he was like, well, I can create something for you, because that's what he do, sound, lights, production. And he did. And I mean, every Wednesday, I have a different author, virtual or live, and it's just been so fulfilling. The response from people, that's fulfilling for me. It's the response, the lives. I mean, they're crying, they're calling me, they're inboxing me saying, oh my God, her story, where can I get her book?
Right. Where can you get her book?
Yes. Where can I get her book?
I've bought so many books just
they're saying, can I get her on my show?
Right.
Or who, can I get her number? And I'm like, sure. I mean, it's just amazing.
But the platform that you get, platform like you said,
it's important.
It's very important because
important
of the fact.
me.
Yeah, absolutely. You being an author.
Yeah, it was important to me because there was no platform. I mean, of course, we can go to different ones, but to just have that one just for that. I just want just for that, and then I played a part in that. It means a lot to me.
Absolutely, and just with that being the platform of each book is so different.
Yeah, they all different stories, different testimonies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
From domestic violence, from relationships, from
mental
health.
Wow.
So much.
Yeah.
Right.
Breast cancer.
Everything.
Yeah.
And it's more to come. I mean, now I've been getting so many phone calls, and the list is getting long and long. I'm like, okay, Lord, what I got myself into now? Can I be on the show? Okay, I'm coming. Let me look at the calendar now. So it's growing and growing. Thank God it is, but
such an intimate setting.
It is, yeah. Because I want that one-on-one, and I want them to just relax and just, be themselves and be comfortable enough to just share their truth, because people judge you.
Yeah.
And so if you make a safe space for me to share my truth, man, we have a whole moment.
I'm telling you, I have looked at some of the greatest on there. Domestic violence was one, definitely.
Yeah.
Where the
one young lady that lost her baby.
Yes.
That was a real. I mean, Miss Cora that she plays the music, the piano. I mean, it's just been so many that kind of just touched me. But I mean, I love them all, but it's so personal for me.
Right.
Because I'm like, yes, this is it. This is the purpose. This is it. And then it feels good because I'm walking in my purpose.
Right.
And every day I'm like, okay, God, this is it. And I know it's more and more to come.
Right.
I know this is just not it.
Right.
So I'm just excited about whatever is coming. But with the pandemic, you feel like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
But if I leave today And this is it. I can say I did what I was supposed to do. I know my mom and dad is proud. I know that the things that they put in me is not in vain. I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Wow.
And that's the goal. That's supposed to be the goal. And so I'm okay with that.
Sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
be right back on the Cam Hill Show.
Now you're going to make me cry.
Right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Now come test drive the much anticipated all-new 2021 Cadillac Escalade at Ron Carter Cadillac. And for a limited time, get an unheard of $19,000 in total savings on new 2020 Escalades, or pay just $879 a month with only $1 down, only at Ron Carter Cadillac. Visit us today, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer.
In this coming election, voters 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose in this coming election. Eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org. I'm Tina Knowles-Lawson, and I'm a proud voter.
In this coming election, voters age 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose. In this coming election, eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org/tx. I'm Chloe Dow, and I'm a Texas voter.
Greetings, Stafford. This is Councilman Cecil Willis on the campaign trail in Stafford, spreading my message and my vision for Stafford.
Friendship and fairness comes before power. And I'm here to formally endorse my good friend and city council member, Cecil Willis.
Join me in my endorsement of Councilmember Cecil Willis.
If you helped a friend get a job, and once they were hired, they ignored you, what would you think of them? For a quarter of a century, Congressional District 18 has voted for Sheila Jackson Lee. And what do we have to show for it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 13 times, she's got to go. I'm Wendell Champion, and I need your vote. Visit me at champion2020.com. I'm Wendell Champion, and I approve this message.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back with Sherrika Hunt. Hey, lady, we were just talking about just the platform of the Authors Lounge.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And it, like I said, it's been amazing journey. I thank God for it. I thank God for giving me the vision for it.
Mm-hmm.
And, now I'm just excited about the future. What's more to come, more guests, more books, and helping them market and promote. And when things open up, then I can, help them, be vendors.
Right.
And, so I'm excited about that part.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's not going to just stop at the Authors Lounge. I want to see them, I want to help them push their book.
Right.
So that actually gives me the connection too.
Right.
With the book, that I can brand them. It's all works together, not just for me, but for them, because I can kind of show them, the things that I did with my book. My book has done so well, so amazing. I mean, It's been everywhere. I mean, not just in Houston, it's in Atlanta. It's been so many different places.
And you've been on so many shows.
I mean, I worked my butt off for that book.
Yes, you did. You did. I mean,
did.
you traveled.
I traveled and paid money, and I put in the work. So, and that's what I tell people. It's about the book, but you have to put in the work too.
Right.
I was everywhere. You would tell me
everywhere.
They having a vendor spot here, and you know.
Yeah.
You have to pay for those things, and you have to put in the work, and you have to, buy a pop-up sign and buy, flyers and those things. You have to invest in yourself.
Right.
Yeah, and people don't understand that.
Yeah. And what I loved about you is that with you having a PR company, you took your same blueprint for yourself.
For myself.
And you did exactly what you did for yourself.
Right.
Instead of just saying, okay, yeah, I wrote that for someone else.
Right.
I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
But you did step by step.
Right. That's how you have to do it. Yeah. I just took it and just applied it. What I did for me, then I can do for other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I'm helping them, I'm helping me, and then we all eat. We all are okay. And the message gets out there.
Right. And what I really love about you is that when you take a person's budget, and you say, okay, that's what you're working with.
Then that's what we work with.
And what happens with you get quantity of people calling. I mean, more. Their quantity and the quality.
Exactly.
But out of you working with one person, working with their budget, you've gotten so many more.
Right. Yeah. Because then it's word of mouth too.
It
Referrals.
is, referrals.
I mean, I've been in customer service forever. I've been an insurance agent for 20 years.
Yes.
September 25th has been 20 years. So I also sell, life insurance and car insurance, licensed, agent for 20 years. So I do customer service. So I know how important referrals are.
Right.
To salespeople. So, I mean, if you do good work, they're going to word of mouth, hey, call Sherrika.
Right. Absolutely.
And that was on a low budget.
Right. Because you never know who people know.
Right. You treat everybody because, okay, all she wants is a $75, oh, Lord.
Right.
No, you have to take pride in your work and take pride in what you do. Okay, and you do the best job with that. And
they keep coming back.
They keep coming back, and then God will bless you with more, and then doors will open, and then you can be on the Cam Hill show. And I'm serious, and then like other places, and then I'm collabing on another book with this young lady right now, and she's talking about traveling to Jamaica.
Wow.
Like I have that going on. I just finished writing with her. It's a collaboration on a book. I'm doing a part on belief and purpose, and I've already written my part. I get my stuff done. I don't play. You give me something to do, and it's done. I think I'm the first one that already is submitted.
There you go.
and so, I mean, there's so many different things that I'm doing. It just opened up doors for other things. So you have to treat everybody right, and like I said, when those doors open, you just, walk in those doors.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the fact that people ask, how did you write your book? And you tell them what you did.
Yeah. I mean, and then I'm a writer. So I write I started off, I write poetry and I journal. So just being at home, just sitting at home, and it didn't take me long at all, versus other people. But you take the time, but you have to get quiet. Sit down and get quiet. And this is the time for writers.
This is it.
Oh my God. If you ever thought that you wanted to write a book, this is the time, because you don't have anything to do. Turn off the TV.
Yes.
Turn off the TV and focus and write your thoughts down. If you don't know how to outline it, just write it down. They have people for that. to get it in the order that you need, but just write it down. Get it down first. Whether you typing it or writing it on paper and pen, whatever it is, but get it down, get it out of you.
Right.
And and magic can happen.
Wow.
But those thoughts and those things that you go through, and I love to see men write, because we don't have a lot of male authors that come out that you kind of know about. Females, we tell our feelings and share. Right. I wish there was some more male authors that just kind of, because we need to know. We want to know what you're thinking, I mean, we really want to know your truth. There's so many men that has been molested.
Yeah.
That they don't share that.
Right.
And we don't know what's going on in the relationship because, well, you don't know my story.
Right. Right.
So it's just that. I just wish we would share more, and we just need more authors and writers and people that will share their truth.
Wow. Where do we find your book? Where do we find you?
Everywhere.
What day is Authors Lounge? Let's do it.
Authors Lounge is every Wednesday. I'm on Go Be Great Radio, www.gobegreatradio.com at 7 p.m. And Facebook Live on Sherrika Hunt's page. I have 2 Facebook pages.
So let's tell them right here.
2 Facebook pages, Sherrika Hunt. Sherrika Hunt, Hunt. I'm on Instagram, A Diamond in a Rough, and Sherrika Hunt. I have 2 Instagrams, 2 Facebooks. I'm everywhere. I'm all over social media. I have a website, which is www.sherrikahunt.com. You can order my book on Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Nobles. It's all over. So it's available today.
Exactly.
It's available today. I'm always willing to, bless you with the book. And my thing about the book, I do want to share this. If you do buy the book and you feel like you don't need the book, I know you know someone that needs the book. So pass it along. If you don't need to keep it, don't leave it on the dresser. Please let it be the gift that keeps on giving. Bless somebody else. Don't let it sit there. That's the only thing I ask of the book. If you do purchase it, let it keep giving. I want it to just go into these homes and to these people's lives so it can help somebody. Let's heal together. I say that all the time. It does no good sitting on your dresser. I know it's a cute cover. But just pass it along and share it with somebody else so they can be helped in some type of way. I feel like something in that book that I said will touch you or bless you in some type of way.
I'm telling you, smiling through my tears. It has been a year and a half.
It has been a year and a half. I was your 5th guest.
Yes.
Yes.
And I tell you, just looking at it, you say we all have a story.
We do. We all have a story. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Just think about everybody's journey. We see each other every day on social media.
Right.
But just we don't think about that person. We see the stuff. We see the picture. We see the post. Do you ever think about that person?
Yeah.
What they went through, what they're going through? I do. What are they going through? What did they go through? What did they have to go through to get here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's Sherrika Hunt. I appreciate you, lady, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I want to do a cat
exactly. We the music.
You're a dance machine. Like, what? I just feel like we need the salsa or something.
Huh? Too funny. I appreciate you, lady. Thank you for everything. Shout out Adam Ross.
Hey, Adam.
I'm telling you, shout out Rosemary Tucker.
Don't say baby. Hey, baby.
I know, there you do. You say hey, baby, to your fiance. I know that's right. I appreciate you, lady. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you for this platform.
Yeah.
Bless you.
God bless you too, lady.
May much success to you.
You too.
In all your dreams and everything that you want to happen, stand on it.
I appreciate it.
Stand on it.
On tomorrow, we have Darby and Trey. They will be 12:30 to 1:30 Central Standard Time. Thank you. Bye.
The Cam Hill Show. If you'd like to advertise your business or become a sponsor, contact the Cam Hill Show at gmail.com.